Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah. Shri Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesh Shunyavadi Pasha Deshakarine Mama Vadanyaya Krishna Prema Padayate Krishna Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauritase Nama He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Shilade Vrindavaneshwari Vishwanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Pire Vancha Kalpa Tarubhya Kripa Sindhu Evacha Patitanam Pavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So would
Hare
you like
Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. So would like to speak some points from the last time from the Putna. What points you remembered from Putna? Yes, anyone like to say about Putna?
So, Prabhuji, I have one question.
Yes.
So, basically, you mentioned that Putna, right, had a desire in her previous life, right, to meet Krishna in a certain way, right? And
Yes.
it was fulfilled by Krishna, right? Now, the question is, likewise, if we have, always we'll have some desire or something going on in mind, right? So, I mean, how will we get out of this entanglement? I mean, we'll continuously have desires, and if Krishna starts fulfilling all those desires, we'll get into some kind of a loop, right? I mean,
Yes.
how come out of it? I mean,
Yes, nice, very nice question. It is a reserve tendency, right?
Yeah, yes, Prabhuji.
So, see, this is what we are entangled by our own desires. If you don't mind, if you open your video for the time being, I answer your question.
Sure.
Then I can see your understanding or not. So, face expressions conveys a lot of things. Okay. So, see, the desire is basically the desire is a cause for our entanglement in this world. Because what body we get the next life based on of our karma and based on of our desire. Even when this creation is destroyed, the universe is destroyed, what remains with the jiva, with the soul, which goes in the body of Mahavishnu? If you remember, I showed you Mahavishnu.
Correct.
What remains with the jiva is desire. So the desire is perpetual in one sense. We are called, in one sense, we call Nityabadha. So the desire is perpetually going and taking us from one body to another. The desire is what is calling us this problem. But the Jnani way of giving up desire is shunya, negate all the desire. Neti, ye bhi mat karo, kuch bhi mat karo, shanti bhai, om shanti. But a bhakta way of desire is desire everything for Krishna.
Okay.
Dovetail your desires for Krishna. Suppose you want to eat a nice prasadam, nice food, nice feast. Offer it to Krishna and then eat it. And you want to go for a picnic, then go for a dham, go with devotees, do nice kirtan. So we are dovetailing all our desires for Krishna's service.
Okay.
So that way we keep dovetailing all the desire for Lord's service, and slowly Krishna becomes our major. Krishna becomes our center of our life. Then we desire everything for him. Then we go to the spiritual world to serve Krishna with all those desires. there. So this is one secret of dovetailing our desires in Krishna consciousness. And when we're hearing Krishna Katha, Krishna's pastime, we see our desires are getting dovetailed. Oh, Lord is so nice, Lord is so wonderful. Let's serve him. So this is a good question there. Yes. Any other point? Actually, I've kept this a small group just for this purpose only. We can have more interactions there. So we can come up, learn the philosophy more nicely, and have better understanding of everything there. See, on YouTube also you can watch many lectures and classes, but you don't have opportunity to ask questions. There's no interaction. There's no churning. But through Zoom, though it may be online, but there's a churning, there's a reciprocation. If you see whole Srimad Bhagavatam or whole Bhagavad Gita, it's about question and answer. Arjuna is asking question to Krishna, Krishna is answering. If you see Srimad Bhagavatam, it's all about question and answer. So there's a question answer between Sutta Goswami and Shanakadi Rishi. There's a question answer between Parikshit Maharaj and Sukdev Goswami. There's a question answer between Maitreya and Vidura. So whole question answer found there. So in spiritual life, questions and answers. So we discuss some topics, some questions come, we discuss, we churn out there. And we hear others' questions, we also get more deeper understanding of the spiritual matter. Okay. Yeah, any other thoughts from Putna last time? नितिन प्रभु आप कुछ बोलना चाहेंगे पूतना के बारे में?
True, I had cleared my doubt and I was like, no, the quality which you have shared, right?
Anything you remember about Putna?
So the Putna came to kill and what God gave him, and then we are worshipping. So you can understand that magnitude of. So that is nice point.
Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Just yeah, it may not be a very good question, but why Putna decided to approach Krishna in that way as a beautiful lady, as a mother figure, and then turn into a witch? Why not directly?
No, she was not allowed. No, she wanted to kill Krishna by feeding poison. If she would have come in a usual form, first she had to fight with the Vrajvasis and everything. She did not want to make any hangama. Just directly go and kill the children by the poison on the breastplate. And that's only possible she took a form like that. And actually the lesson we learn from Putna is the difference between genuine guru and fake guru. So fake gurus also come like Putna. So they will look their words are very flowery, but they will not be taking people to Krishna. They will say, I am God, or everyone is God. This kind of philosophy they would be teaching. And looks very flowery language. And people get into it and they miss a chance to go to Krishna. So that's how we should understand and save ourselves from the fake gurus and understand what the real gurus like Srila Prabhupada in life. Okay, so today we are saying Shaktashur. So is the killing of Shaktashur? The cart demon. So, we have discussed this first, but I will read this from Krishna book. Achha, all of you know what is this Krishna book? All of you know about Krishna book? So Krishna book, yes. So Krishna book is a 10th canto summary written by Srila Prabhupada. So Prabhupada thought whether I'll able to complete the translation of 10 cantos or not, but let me give a Krishna book. So Prabhupada gave that Krishna book there. And every day devotees can read this Krishna book. So nice. It has all pastimes of Lord Shri Krishna there. So I would read one paragraph from that before we start the things, and we may be reading some paragraphs today from this to give you some feel how this Krishna book is. So this is a Krishna book in the folio, but you can have a hard copy. It's a very, very beautiful point. hearing is an opportunity to associate with the Lord. So when you're hearing about Krishna, you're associating with Krishna. To hear his activities to evolve one's transcendental nature by simply by hearing. The conditioned soul has a natural aptitude to hear something about other conditioned soul in the form of fiction, drama, and novel, or movies. Right? People like to see movies. So we have an inclination to hear something about others. It may be utilized in hearing the past of the Lord. Then one can immediately evolve his transcendental nature. Krishna's pastimes are not only beautiful, they're also very pleasing to the mind. So just think, just like by chanting, we remember the Lord. We can go back to, got it. Same way, see, when you're seeing a movie, it's very interesting. But seeing the movies, seeing the TV will not bring any good to us. In the sense, it's not that you have added some value after watching a movie. Right there. But the same tendency when used for hearing the pastime of the Lord. Same tendency is used to hear the katha of the Lord. We become conscious of the Lord. We remember the Lord. And the moment we remember the Lord, we cross over the cycle of birth. Plus, in a movie, you can only see whatever the filmmakers will show you. But when you're hearing the pastime from a devotee, your imagination's core can go even beyond the things shown by the movie makers. And you can see a more full-fledged movie on the basis of our hearing. That's the beauty with the hearing process. There. So when we are hearing is something very special. Okay. And what this hearing does, this hearing destroys all the good things. It purifies our heart. Hearing there. So there are different processes for self-realization, but this process, see here process, Lord Chaitanya also instructed. Yeah, somebody will read this highlighted portion. Yes. Anybody read this? Srila Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, please
Lord
read.
Chaitanya also instructed that simply by hearing the transcendental name of Lord Krishna, one can cleanse the heart of all material contamination. These are different processes for self-realization, but this process of devotional service, of which hearing is the most important function, when adopted by any conditioned soul, will automatically cleanse him of the material contamination and enable him to realize his real constitutional position. Conditional life is due to this contamination only, and as soon as it is cleared off, then naturally the dormant function of the living entity rendering service to the Lord awakens.
Yes. See, very amazing. There's a relationship between chanting and between hearing Krishna Katha. If you more hear about Lord's pastime, your chanting will improve. And you chant nicely, your understanding about Lord's pastime will improve. They're interrelated. So just like hearing will remove all the lust, anger, greed in our mind and heart, same way, hearing Lord's pastime and chanting the holy name will remove lust, anger, greed in our heart. We do it nicely. Now, initially, when we come to Krishna consciousness, we think, okay, Bhagwan Krishna तो है, कुछ तो है, पहले थे 5000 साल पहले. You know, that thought will be there. But as we keep hearing his katha, keep chanting, Krishna becomes a reality for us. It was not Lord Krishna was there. Lord Krishna is there. He's even with us. He's there as Paramatma in our heart. Krishna saying in Bhagavad Gita, Sarvasya chaham hridhi sanivishtuhu mata smita jnanam aponam chaha. So Lord Krishna says in 15th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Sarvasya chaham hridhi sanivishtuhu, that I'm seated in everyone's heart. Mata smriti, and I'm the one who gives remembrance, forgetfulness, and knowledge. People get a eureka experience, isn't it? People get a eureka experience or not? Like Archimedes, he was in the bathtub thinking, and eureka, eureka, and then he came with the Archimedes principle of force of buoyancy. Now he was thinking, who gave inspiration? Okay, this is the way buoyancy is, the Paramatma in the heart. Sometimes you see, night we are sleeping, then you think, okay, morning 3 o'clock we have to get up. You get up. How that alarm works. Or you hurt somebody, then you start feeling bad in your heart. How many have experienced, if you hurt somebody's heart, you start feeling something is wrong. Something you start feeling bad. How many experience this? Any experience this? Especially to the degree you have been saintly, and to the degree you spoke something against a saintly person, or a devotee. To that degree, you will feel that waves in your life if you do something there. So how? So the Paramatma connection, Paramatma messaging system. So that same Paramatma is in every atom, and same Paramatma is in every one of our heart, and same Paramatma comes from Sri Krishna. Same Paramatma comes from Sri Krishna there. So when we are hearing Krishna's pastimes, so we are making the relationship with the Lord whose pastimes we are hearing. But Krishna's pastimes we understand as Bhagavan. Bhagwan. So Paramatma is a condition, okay, the Lord is our maintainer, Lord is our controller, and Lord is our well-wishing friend. But when you see Bhagwan, then he has lila. He relates with his devotee. He performs humanly very wonderful pastimes as Bhagwan. You can relate with him. Okay. So now what would happen? It was an Uttan ceremony. See, in raising children in Indian tradition, there are many, many sanskaras. So it begins with Garbhadan sanskar, right? Then many, many sanskars happen in the raising the children. So Krishna is the apple of eye of everybody in Vrindavan. Everyone in Vrindavan loves Krishna more than their own child. Everybody in Vrindavan loves Krishna more than their own child also. And everyone is so happy and joyful in Vrindavan. So there's a Uttan ceremony. So Uttan ceremony is Krishna started to, move the body, turn around. And for that they had a ceremony. Now, the timeline is not mentioned. So generally in a human society, it is 3 months, but sometimes it could be 1 year. So when the celebration is happening, exactly not, but the Acharyas some say this happening. So Krishna is very small, very young. So Mother Yashoda, for the ceremony, called the Brahmanas for the Swasti Vaishnava, and there's a celebration happening. And she keeps Krishna under a cart. Now Krishna starts feel hungry. And in hunger, he threw his legs up. Now he is below the cart. Krishna is below the cart. If you see here, so Krishna is lying below the cart here. And what he does with the small legs, he throws the cart and cart collapses. And nobody understands what happened. Now, there are other children who saw that Krishna pulled the leg and the cart blasted. And they told, but nobody could understand. Said, how a small baby which is lying on the cart can break the cart? Now, a question may come, how Krishna's feet went to the cart? A question may come, right? How the Krishna's feet went. So the answer is, so what had happened by the weight of Shaktasur, this cart was a demon. A Shaktasur, a ghost. Ghost came over the cart and it wanted to kill Krishna. Just like Putna had come, she was a Rakshasi. So this was a ghost which has come. So Krishna wanted, and this ghost wanted to kill Krishna, and this ghost came. And because of its weight, the cart has sunk. So it has come very near to Lord's legs. And then the Lord jumped. The Lord put his leg up, the cart broke up. So this Shaktashur was a demon, and Krishna killed the Shaktashur demon. So you see, this demon is lying here, and the whole cart, vessels, everything is falling apart. And children are saying, "Oh, Mother Yashoda, see, this child is what he has done, what Krishna has done." So Krishna struck the cart with the legs. The cart broke and fell apart. Children informed that cart broke down because of Lord Krishna's kick. Gopas and gopis neglected the statement. Children, अरे छोटा बच्चा कैसे करेगा? And then they were very worried. Oh, some harm would have happened to the Lord. So just think, if somebody's child is saved from accident, how much is a joyful, occasion for the person? The child is saved. So they're celebrating by calling the Brahmanas. They're celebrating the occasion by calling the Brahmanas. And how did they call the Brahmanas? So what the Brahmanas do? So this is a beautiful verse. Ye aswiya andakta damba hesha himsaman vivarjita na tesham satya shilana ashisho vifala kritaha iti balakamadaya samagriyajupakrite jale pavitra oshadhi abhishayadjuttame vachayitva sastyayanam nandagopa samahita Hutva chagni dujatepya pradat anna mahagunam. So, this Brahmanas had qualities. What qualities does Brahmanas had? They were aswaya, free from envy. Those Brahmanas, Anurita, free from untruthfulness, free from dambha, free from grudges, free from himsa, being disturbed by the opulence of others, free from false prestige, vivarjita, completely devoid of, satya shilana, and they're endowed with satya shama dilna, ashisha vifalaha kritaha. So if you see Vedic time is a time, a place for blessings. Like, you see, you go touch your parents' feet, ask for their blessings. See, same way some saintly people come, we ask for their blessings. So blessings go up, prayers go up, blessings come down. So when people take blessings, they remain happy in life. But nowadays, what happens? We do not care for relationship, do not care for things, and people keep cursing each other. And so many unfortunate things happen to people because they keep cursing each other. But in Vedic life, people behave sweetly, nicely, so they get blessings of the elders. Especially here, the qualification of Brahmanas is mentioned. See, now to protect Krishna, what they're doing, they're calling very, very qualified Brahmanas and telling Brahmanas, you bless Krishna. Now, amazing. Okay, can any one of us say, why did they are saying to bless Krishna? Why? Nanda Baba, Yashoda Mai, they're bringing Brahmana and saying bless Krishna to protect Krishna. Does God need his protection? What do you say? Why they are calling Brahmanas to say, please protect our Krishna? Any answer? Okay.
Guruji, in their human form, out of the love for the child, they are doing that. Because they are in the human form, right? And they think they are the son, and out of the love, parents are doing that.
So do they know that Krishna is God, or don't they
No.
not know that Krishna is
They
God?
don't.
They don't.
Yes. How many of you say that they say that Krishna is God? How many of you feel that in Vrindavan, Okay, I'll ask the opposite question. How many of you say that Brajvasis don't know that Krishna is God? Yes, Venkata. Your voice is not coming. Yeah. Yes, Rishabh.
Yes, they don't know. That's why, I mean, even when this happened, right? Uh, that rain, that Indra incident, right? Where
Gordon, yes, yes, yes.
then also they didn't knew, right?
Yes, very nice. They do not know. So are they an illusion? If they don't know.
No.
What is it, Sumati Mataji? Are they an illusion?
No.
Okay. No, I'm asking other devotees also why join. Anybody else want to answer why you say okay? Anybody want to answer?
Uh,
Yes.
Yeah, it's Krishna's Yog Maya, I think.
Krishna's Yoga Maya. See, otherwise there's no Vasalya. See, Lord want to experience the Vasalya of his devotees. See, spiritual world, many times people think, okay, here we have a family, and the spiritual world is a place which is without any rasa, right? A thought may come in our mind. But no, the spiritual world is full of rasa. The spiritual world is a place full of rasa vaisa. So actually, Krishna is experiencing the five rasas in the spiritual world: the Vasalya, the Sakhya, the Madhurya. And we also want to be like this, and that's how we come this world. But we can also exchange. But when you understand, yes, we have a relationship with Krishna, then you want to go back to the spiritual world in one of the rasas there. So this is the qualification of the Brahmana. See, Brahmanas is not by birth, Brahmana is by qualification. In Bhagavad Gita says, Guna Karma Vibhagasha. Chaturvanyam Maya Shishtam Guna Karma Vibhagasha. So Krishna says that I have created this Varna and Ashrama based on Guna and Karma of people. So what is the karma of a Brahmana? Pathan, Pathan, Yajan, Yajan, Dan, Patigra. He does study of the Vedas, teach the Vedas. He does Yajna himself, chant the holy names with the Sankirtan Yajna, and tell others to do Sankirtan Yajna. He takes charity and whatever excess, he give it there. So that's a work of a Brahmana. So it's a karma of a Brahmana. What is the guna of a Brahmana? Shama, Dama, Tapa, Shvasham, Shanti, Rajma, Jnanam, Vijnanam, Astikyam, Brahma Karma, Sabhavasam. So what is a guna? That Shama, Dama, he controls the senses. Tapa, Shacha, he lives an austere life. Shacha, he's clean. Shanti, he's forgiving. Ajavam, he lives simply. He cultivates knowledge. And he worships the Lord and engages others to this. So this is a Brahma Karma Sabhavasam. So based on quality. Now here, what qualities are mentioned? A Brahmana, so a Brahmana which is without any envy, without any grudges, without any truthful. So when such a person blesses, his blessings work very powerfully. And that's why we want blessings, right, in our life. We need blessings in our life. So the blessings of such people affects our life. Blessings of such people help us to grow in a spiritual life. Okay. So these are the kind of the brahmanas there. So we'll go to the next. So what does Kant demon represent? It represents laziness or the acquired bad habits or the previous bad habits. For example, laziness, like Rashanku was talking, let me give an example. Like we have a habit that after we sleep on the bed, we keep the bed all day there only. And whenever we go to the bed, we start feeling sleep. So this is laziness. Right? Shaktashwar has got that bed becomes a catching to us. And then people take so much day rest, so much time goes in sleep if you're in the home. So our Shaktashwar represents the load carrying tendency. Working self-created duties. Like we have say, oh, no time for spiritual life. Of course, all of you are very special that even despite coming on Saturday, Sundays, you're giving the time on a or even on a Wednesday coming 8 p.m. here, right? Otherwise, generally, people have a what tendency, oh, no time for spiritual life. We are so busy. We are so busy. Why? We have to do this, we have to do this, we have to do that. But just think what will carry to the life with us. Okay, I'll tell you one story. How many of you heard this story of Mahamurkha? Anyone heard this Mahamurkha story? Okay. So what is the story of Mahamurkha? So one time, a sadhu comes to a king. King, please take to spiritual life. King says, I have no time. So sadhu said, okay, let me deliver the king. So he said, okay, do one thing. You find a murkha, the greatest fool in a country, in a state, Rajya, and tell him to take a stick and roam around. So he sent a minister, find the greatest fool. So they found one person was cutting the same dal on which he was sitting. He said, ये पक्का मूर्ख है. उसको लेके लाठी पकड़ा. And this fool was carrying the lathi. This fool was carrying the lathi all. And the time came where the king started feeling sick and king's time to die came. He's about to depart. And then king called this Mahamurkha, now you can stop your service and find somebody else. Then the Murkha asked the king, King, where are you going? King said, Are you don't know, I am going to some place where I will not return. Said, oh, maybe you might be going with your wives and you might be taking all your chariots with them. Oh, fool, I'm not taking the chariots. Oh, then you may be taking your wealth. King said, no, I cannot take my wealth also there. You fool, you are a murkha. Oh, then I know you may be going with your wives separately to enjoy with them. So, I cannot take my wives also. And immediately that Mahamurkha gave that chadi to the king because he was supposed to find a murkha. I can explain why that Mahamurkha gave that chadi to the king. Okay, I'll ask somebody to see how everyone is attentive. Of course, if you're not able to answer, it's fine. But if you try, it's good. Anybody like to answer this? Why did he give the chadi to the king? Those have not answered till now. Was a garden city vigilant? May I know the name? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
May I know who was a garden city?
Prabhu, my name is Abhishek.
Okay.
To attend Pradeep proposed class in Saturdays.
Okay. So would you like to give answer to this? Why the Murkha gave the chadi to the king?
No, Prabhu, I don't have any idea. Still thinking.
Okay. Yes, Sumati Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. King is Murkha, no, because he is thinking that he wanted to take wealth, all these things, right? Anyway, when we are dying, we don't take anything. That's why.
That's why he is a
Uh,
murka. That's why he gave that stick to the king.
yes, yes,
I
yes,
got the fool now. I got the murka now. Yeah.
yes. So King works whole life so hard to acquire riches, acquire this, and now he's not able to take anything. So saying, "Arey, see, anyway, I did not work any hard. So I'm just a murkha roaming. But you work so hard and you're not able to take anything. So you're a more bigger murkha." So the lesson is that to take out time for spirituality is our prime. To take out time for God is our eternal, we are filling our eternal bank account. So yes, people have to work, for their necessities of life, no doubt about it. But the priority we should give to make our relationship with God, to understand who we are, time for self-realization, we say, right? So that helps us to grow in life. Yes. So giving up our old and bad habits, again the relapse come. Now, who is this Shaktasur? So this Shaktasur was Hiranyaksha's son. So he one day went to Lomas Rishi ashram and broke some trees. Lomas Rishi got swine. He said, "Pick up my cost." And then this Utkach. So at that time, only Utkach's body fell away like a snake's old skin. And the king of demons then fell into Brahmana's feet and said, "Oh sage, oh ocean of mercy, please be kind to me. I did not know your power. Oh Lord, please give me a body." And Lomas said, "For a 1 month mantra, you will stay here. And then you will get Lord Hari's food and you will get liberation." And finally, this Shaktasur also goes to Golok Vrindavan, being killed by the Lord. He also attained the spiritual. This is the mercy of the Supreme Lord. So just see, if the demons killed by the Lord attain moksha, attain the spiritual world, will not the devotees who are chanting his holy names whole life, being faithful to the Lord, will attain the spiritual world? Think about it. So this is the mercy of the Supreme Lord. And we should have that faith in Krishna's mercy.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, so whoever the demons are in their earlier lives, they were wished for something, or they were also good devotees. That's why mercy has come upon them to be killed by personally by the Lord itself, Lord Himself.
No, they were demons like Hiranyaksha's son. Shaktasura was Hiranyaksha's son. Putna was Bali's sister. But see, they were connected to some devotees.
Okay.
They were Rakshasa, but some connection was there. Like it's a family of Prahlad Maharaj, right? So Lord is showing mercy to family of Prahlad Maharaj. So Lord, see, only when you have a connection with the devotee, even be Asura, Lord will shower extra mercy. So when we practice bhakti, even our relatives get benefit. Your parents, your relatives, all are getting benefited when you are doing bhakti. If wife is doing bhakti, the husband gets benefited automatically. If the husband does bhakti, the wife gets benefited. So this is the nature of bhakti. Even our relatives get benefited when we do bhakti.
Prabhu, I have one doubt here actually. The first doubt, like these demons must have done something good in their past lives to. It's not easy to attain this, right? And my follow-up question is, like, we can get benefited in a family of Krista, right? My father does something, my mother or my wife something good, okay, some charity, some yagga, okay. But I heard for moksha you have to do yourself. Nothing works with
So
respect to the
how you
wife.
get benefited? See, they will get an opportunity to become a devotee just because you are a devotee. God will give them that opportunity.
Okay.
eventually.
And Prabhu, for that first question, they must have something good karma, right, in their past lives. It's
Who-
not
who-
easy to attain that moksha from God, right? Whether it's Putana or Saktasur.
So, see, the mercy of the Supreme Lord is independent. It can act any like Adamila. He
So
chanted one Narayan.
karma principle doesn't
So
work here.
Adamila, he chanted one name of Lord Narayan, and so much happened. Just think about it.
But
Isn't it?
Prabhu, he was very good devotee in still certain lives. After certain life, he became this, and after that, he was very good actually. But
Yeah,
for
see.
certain period of time, he became that.
Hmm. See, one thing, anybody approaches Krishna, Krishna is all good. So anybody approaches Krishna, Krishna purifies them. Because soul is always pure, isn't it?
And sometimes, Prabhu, I tend to think that by material logic, I can't understand or I can't fulfill these things. Why
Yeah.
this happened, why they don't happen. By
See, that shows Krishna's absolute nature. Yene kain prakaran mana Krishna nesheviyat. Even asuras approach Krishna, they get benefit. Anybody comes to Krishna, they get benefit. That is Krishna's absolute nature.
Okay.
Amazing, no?
Yeah. Correct.
See, Kamsa, that's why it's saying, Narad Muni is saying to Yudhishthira Maharaj, see, Kamsa is more absorbing Krishna than us. And he was delivered by the Lord. So because Krishna is transcendental and absolute, anybody thinks of the Lord gets benefited. That's God, all merciful. But he purifies the people before sending them. Right? And
Correct.
that pain they get when Lord kills them. See, when Lord kills them, it may be a little painful to them. And that's a purification they're getting. Like Putna was Bali's sister, should be a good soul. She would have thought, I want to feed this baby. And then she thought that I'm going to kill Vamandev. Krishna fulfilled both the desires. But Krishna took away the desire to feed poison by killing Putna. And she got purified and only desired to serve the Lord.
Okay, Guru.
Probably moksha and going back to the spiritual world is both are different, right? Moksha and going back to the spiritual world is different.
The real definition of moksha is go to spiritual world. But some people think, okay, moksha is only, just merge into Brahma Jyoti.
Yeah.
Ayodhya. So that is condemned by the Vaishnavas. Because we want to go serve the Lord by our spiritual hands, legs, and everything.
Okay.
Any more question on Shakta, sir? Shakata. Shakat means cart them. The Shakta, sir.
Prabhuji, what did he become when he went to Krishna Loka? So, what did Saktashur become when he went to Krishna Loka?
That's no mention. I just saw in the Gar Samhita that mentioned that the chariot from Golok Vrindavan came and took Shakata.
Sorry, got what?
See, another thing is when great sages will give benediction. So because of the curse, they would have suffered, right, for so many years. And now because of the curse, they got purified because of that suffering in that ghost body or in that body. And finally, they are liberated by the Supreme Lord Hari. So they are all sufferings they receive. And by the sage, because the sages curse them, so they got the mercy of the Lord.
I mean, Putna became a cow when
Not
she
a cow,
reached
Dhatri, nurse.
nurse. So Saktashur, okay, that is not mentioned.
Prabhu, my understanding of moksha is to become parsad through parsad. That is wrong, yeah?
What your understanding of moksha is?
In Golok Vrindavan, everyone become parsad through parsad. That you told that one day, right?
Can you repeat?
Parsada for God, right?
Yeah, actually, see, they go. So they may not be very near to the Lord. They may stay in the same planet as the Lord, but they may not have intimate service to the Lord, these asuras. They may not get Samipya Mukti.
Okay.
Okay, so maybe everyone can say one point. Or you have any question, you can ask. So maybe I request all devotees who join, at least say one point, so it helps to know what you have got from the class before. It's already 8:45. Or any question you can ask. Maybe one by one you can start. Especially those who are not answer anything. For any question anyone has? Yes, Anil Prabhu, you want to say something?
Prabhuji, right now, no question is coming.
Okay, any one point from the class today?
Prabhuji, in the means Krishna, Krishna is all attractive. So this is I know, but all the gopis and they also wanted to meet and darshan to Krishna when the Krishna lila was going on. So but their point of views was different. But this Rakshasa was coming to kill to the Krishna. So both the point of view are different. But is that all the gopi who is wanted to see the Krishna? So after the die, they will go to the Vrindavan, or some means they will come with a rebirth.
No, they will not take rebirth. So all the gopis, they are the eternal associates of the Lord. And they're eternally going serving the Lord in Golok Vrindavan. And these asuras, when even they get mukti, they will not be near the Lord. They may be on the same planet of the Lord, but far off.
Purpose, last point I was not able to understand.
I'm saying these gopis, actually they are gopis, Nand Baba, Yashoda. They are the eternal associates of the Lord, and they will go back to Golok Vrindavan to enjoy with the Lord eternally their pastimes there. But whereas the demons, they don't enjoy like that. They remain far off from the Lord, even they go to Golok Vrindavan.
Okay, Prabhuji. So far means what is the far means?
They may not have direct service to the Lord. They may not be like associated with the Lord.
Okay, Prabhuji. Okay.
And some may go to Brahm Jyoti also. Some may go to Vaikuntha also, depending on their desire.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Okay, anything more? Satrupa, say something. What is our Swarup Prabhu? Satrupa. Okay. Yes. Hare Krishna.
Today's class is nice, but actually I am the beginner in this session. So it's when it will continue, I will get more and more classes now. So I think I will get more and more questions.
Okay, you're from which group? From Pradeep Prabhu's group, Shishadipuram, or our Sarjapur?
Sarjapur, sir. Actually, from Shulab's wife, I'm
Okay. Take. So maybe slowly we'll start getting.
Yes.
We are discussing. No problem.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Any point? I'm saying. Vivek Prabhu, Chandi Mataji.
Yeah. Hi, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. So basically, Prabhuji, what I take from this is most of the times all these asuras or whosoever has got liberation by this way, wherein they were, they would have done something bad and then they are cursed and then they get Lord's mercy. So is it like, again, I mean, this is what I've observed, that it is not that, okay, they did something, they were doing bad, and then immediately Lord came and, liberated them. It is like they have suffered for, we might not know the time period. They might have
Yes, yes.
suffered for long. Only then Lord's
Crores
mercy,
of years sometimes.
yes, only then Lord's mercy comes. It's not as easy as you just do you wish
Yes,
that
yes.
Lord
Uh-huh.
show mercy and you get it.
Yes, yes, yes. Good observation.
So Prabhuji, you said Katasur was Hiranyaksh's son, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Utkach.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Good observation you made. Nitin, you can note that point.
Yeah,
because-
Guru. Thanks, Vivek Guru.
No,
Yeah.
so that's what I was thinking, Nitin Prabhu, that, when we think we are only living for what, 80, 90 years, 100 years, but in those ages, they were living for so many thousands of years. We think that, as human beings, we might get liberated. But as Prabhuji said, and even Prabhupada has said, that you do chanting, you take Krishna's name and you get into that consciousness, you
Correct.
take
Even
one
same
step
goes
closer.
with Nal Kuvera, right?
Yeah,
That
they also
right,
suffered in
which
the body of trees for many years.
suffered a lot, right? So many years. Yeah.
Yes. Good. Okay. Any one or two reflections from the today's class, and then we may end it. Anybody wants to say one or two devotees before we end? But very, very thankful to all of you who came today. Right. Yes. Any reflection, Nandita Mataji?
Prabhuji, can I ask one question?
Yeah.
Okay. It's outside the today's session. Will it be okay?
It's fine. Maybe the last question of the day today. Yeah.
So, Bhagavad Gita was earlier told to the son of Manu.
Yeah, son's God. Son God Vivaswan. And then Vishnu Vivaswan told to his son Ishva.
Okay, so I just want to understand that Sun is a planet which is very hot. So,
Sun is so just
stay there.
yes. See, every planet has their deity, who is a ruling person, and just like there are bacteria in the fire, right? There are bacteria in the fire also, according to modern research. Just like a fish can remain in water, there could be bacteria in fire. Same way, the sun deity is also sun. Sun means fire. It remains with sun. It rules the sun. So is a person. So devatas are not like us. They have ethereal bodies, devatas. Their body is made of elements, subtle elements. And they're very, very powerful bodies.
Okay, thank you.
Like Karna was the son of sun only, no? Suryadev. So Kunti called for Suryadev. When Suryadev came, they got a child, and Karna was born. Okay. Any other reflection? Okay, so Anita Mataji, any point you want to share? Anita.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare Krishna. You're from which group? Pradeep Prabhu's group or Sajap? Okay.
Yes.
So you want to share some point?
Prabhuji, today I was not able to attend properly. I was late and I couldn't just catch it. So
Okay. No problem.
I was just thinking, have we covered all the asuras today? Like we were talking about Shaktasur, Putna.
Only Shaktashur. So last week Putna. This week we cover Shaktashur. Next week Trinavrat. So one week, one demon, And hopefully by hearing all these demos, all our demons are destroyed and we'll attain Krishna consciousness.
And can we just revise on this?
Hare Krishna.
Hari bol. Prabhuji, so Putna resembles and what Shaktasur resembles? Only if this.
Putna represents the fake gurus. Shaktasur represent our laziness, our old conditionings, and our load carrying tendency, self-creating work.
Okay, our own tendencies and our laziness.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare
Actually, you said that our desire is Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Could you hear me?
Yeah, I'm able to hear, but your voice is little cutting in between. No problem, you speak. Yeah, you can speak, no problem.
Okay. I got.
You can type in the chat, Mataji. I think your voice is not coming. Your voice.
Our desire is going to the next body. Could not.
Our desire?
Our desire is going to decide the next body, right?
Yes.
What should be our desire? Like Krishna,
our desire,
right?
Yes, to serve Krishna. So how ideally Krishna? So first start serving Krishna with whatever desire we have. With that desire, we just dovetail for the Lord Krishna. And slowly every desire becomes Krishna conscious desire. Then you go to Krishna as a body.
Okay, but serve only the Krishna, no, not only the Krishna. We have to serve the other people also, right?
But as a servant of Krishna, you should see your family members also. They are also part and children of Krishna.
That only, Prabhuji. Yeah, and that desire we should have.
And while doing your duties, you be Krishna conscious. Ma manusmara yuddhacha. So while doing your all duties, be Krishna conscious.
Okay, Prabhuji. That is only, motivation.
So it's going to be 9. I just not really burned this land here. Thank you very much. So we'll meet again next week. Hare Krishna. Shri Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you, Prabhu.